All right, so we're back. That was not my flight. It was a flight to LaGuardia. It was my gate. It's an earlier flight that got canceled from earlier. They say my flight's still on. They wouldn't let me on that plane because I had checked the bag. So there's your lesson. Don't ever check your fucking bags. But I should have learned that a long time ago, not just today. But Yusuf got off on his flight. Yusuf and I came to the airport together. He's flying back to Charlottesville. Um, Sort of a little bit of hectic around here, so we'll see if anybody comes back. I feel bad for old SF. I sort of hung up on him, but I'll be here um, for another half hour or so. Abdul is back, so let's go to Abdul. Abdul
Hi,
Hamid,
Jim. Yes,
how you
Jim, how
doing,
you doing
buddy?
today? Good, good,
I'm
good.
great. How are
Thank
you
you for
doing?
asking. I'm doing
I got
great.
you off
Just
camera.
cold here.
I got you off camera, so you're
Awesome.
good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, real quick here, I don't want to take much more of your time. So, I do have a few questions for you. The first one is I've asked you this before, but you told me not to worry. But now I am a little bit worried, right? Um, so, what happened basically is I went for my interview 2023 last year in July. My I-130 got approved the next day. The interview went perfect. No issues, no nothing. Everything went great. I literally showed the officer a lot of evidences to the point that he said, it's enough. I got enough, right? So it went great. Everything went great. I-130 got approved the next day. I-485 is still pending. So you told me it was probably because of, I didn't file my waiver because I came here as with a diplomat visa, the A2 visa. So I did file both waivers that your office sent me. I sent it to the field office, which is the Dallas field office. I haven't heard anything since then. And of course, as you know, I got my EAD, but that one would expire 2025, in a year and few months. So I'm just stuck. You told me to wait maybe till January or February. They will probably approve it, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's anything that is going on there that I don't know. Should I be worried? What do you think again?
What's the receipt date?
Excuse
What's
me.
the receipt date? What's the receipt date on the 45?
So the receipt date should be February 10 of 2023.
So I'd give them at least until February 11th, 2023. We could sue them then. You said Dallas?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you want to sue them, we can sue them. I might wait till February 11th, so it's a year old, and then we just see what happens. I don't know. I mean, I honestly think that this is what happened. So you went into your interview. The officer didn't have the waiver. They didn't know what to do, so they talked to their boss. Boss said, "Do you believe the marriage?" "Yeah, I believe the marriage." "Okay, um, approve the I-130, but let's wait and see what happens if he sends in that waiver request. Otherwise, we'll just deny the 485 or send him a request for evidence." "Okay, I'm going to do that." And he puts it up on the shelf. He or she puts it up on the shelf. Months go by, they get the waiver. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I really need to get to that file. It's over there, but I got all this other shit to do." And
Right.
then, and nothing's happening. And he's on to 12 other things. There's 6 more files on top of that one. So I don't think it's personal. It might be, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that if we sue them, that'll get things moving and get it finished. Um, so I think,
Right.
when in a month we can sue them if you want.
Yeah, sure. I am actually planning to, work with you on that. But I'm glad you gave me a timing now. So let me wait till February. But
Yeah.
what do you think? Do you think I should be, a little bit, you know, scared as to? I mean, I haven't received any, request for evidence even after the interview. Nothing till now. It's just there as pending. Do you think I should be worried if there was anything going on with my case? I would have known by now.
This is probably what I told you last time, but I'll say it now just in case. So in the 15 years that I've handled marriage-based green card cases, the issue of the waiver of the diplomatic immunity when you entered on a diplomatic visa has only come up to me personally once, one time in 15 years. So if that's true, I mean, Dallas isn't a hotbed of embassy behavior. I'm sure in DC, the officers see this shit all the time. But in Dallas, I mean, When you met with your officer, did you get the sense that they were a seasoned officer, or did you feel like they were a baby officer?
Well, I just know that he was Asian. He had an accent. I don't know much about that. I'm much more, but he was Asian. He was cool. He was strict, straightforward. But again, the interview went well. That I can tell you for sure.
Well, they approved the marriage, so we believe the marriage. But what I'm saying is, if I've only handled that once in 15 years, our
Right,
office has probably handled it 4 or 5 times in 15
right.
years. So in 15 years, you're talking 8,000 cases, 9,000 cases.
Hmm.
So that means this officer probably has never seen this before. So no,
Right.
overall, I don't think you need to worry. I don't think it's personal. I think it's they don't know what to do.
Awesome, awesome, great. Well, that made me feel a little better. So another last, and final question that I have for you. So I do want to travel back home because one of my parents are not really feeling good. She's sick, so I need to go see her. So what do you think? If I do I apply for the travel document? Do you recommend me to go for at least a week or two because I gotta go see my mom?
So you don't have it. You never filed for a reentry permit or
I did
for
file
advanced
for
parole. I'm
the
sorry.
Yeah, I did file for that I-131. That one is still pending. I got my EAD, but it was just the EAD
So
standalone.
you can't leave. You can't leave without the advanced parole.
Yes, so I was saying if I do kind of like go to the local office and do an emergency travel permit, what do you recommend that?
I just don't know how often those are granted. If you get it, that's fine, and you want to travel. I'm okay with it. But I mean, I think you're this close to getting your green card. I think your embassy status and stuff is a little bit janky. I would, if you can avoid traveling, until if you want to sue them now because of that urgency, we could do that too. But I would rather you focus on the green card unless you absolutely have to go.
Gotcha, gotcha. No problem. Thank you so much. So actually, another final one. So again, I told you my mom is sick, and I would probably love for her to come over here and get medical treatment. So um she is part of my my green card application. Her name and information, everything is on there. So what do you think is the best way for me to help her get a visitor visa? She's 49, and it would just be for medical purposes. I would like her to come here to get treatment.
So I believe that given the fact that you entered the United States on a diplomatic visa and then married a U.S. citizen and applied for a green card, that there's no way in hell they're going to give your mother a green card or a visit visa to the United States because they think she's going to come to get a green card. So you should stay out of it. You being involved doesn't help it; it only hurts it. She would have to convince them that she's only coming for medical and that she has real reasons to come back. But if Sonny Boy came to the United States and now is trying to get in line for citizenship, they're going to think she's going to do the same damn thing and not let her get that visa.
Ah, gotcha. So in that case, she would just do the application by herself. Do we like? I have a couple of family here. Do they need to do an invitation for her?
I think invitation letters are bullshit and of no effect. The State Department assumes that you have a good reason to come. They assume that you have someone you want to you want to meet. So just having a letter saying, "Dear Auntie, please come see us. We really miss you." I mean, what the hell? Nobody gives a shit about that.
That's right. So she basically just needs to get some, documentation proving that when she comes here, she can sponsor herself until she goes back, and of course to prove that she has someone to stay with, and do the application. So that's it, and go for the interview.
That's it. Yep.
Awesome, awesome. Well,
Bye,
I
Abdul.
would
See you, buddy. Keep
thank
us
thank
posted.
you, thank you.
All right, later. Bye, man. All right, let's go to Sahar. Hello, Sahar. How are you?
Hi, hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Yes, yes, I have been twice, and this is my third time on the show. I was watching episode 511 about a green card holder who voted in the election, and you said this is one of the things that cannot be undone. This my friend wanted me to ask you this. She's a green card holder since 1997 and she voted 3 times, two in state election and one in federal election. And after this was in 2012 and 2014. And after that, she applied for citizen twice. The first time they denied her and say you cannot get the citizenship because you voted. On the second time, they transferred the case to the immigration court. In immigration court, her attorney filed for cancellation of removal, and this was granted. She is asking, after a judge granted her cancellation of removal, can she apply for citizenship again after that?
What a great question.
Yes, yes.
What a
This
great
is a
question.
great
I'm
question.
glad. I'm glad she's thinking about it. Of course, the answer is yes. She can apply for citizenship. I think what you really mean is what's going to happen if she does. Like, will they send her back to removal? I don't. I don't know the. I don't think that USCIS has the power to naturalize somebody who voted. I don't think they can, even if they wanted to. I think they that I don't know for sure. I could do some research if she wanted to send us her timeline and everything. We could talk about it. But I would be I I don't think they would send her back to deportation court. But I also don't think they'd give him her citizenship. Give her her citizenship.
Okay, so what's your advice to her?
So tight. Be happy that she has a green card. She didn't get deported.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes. Okay, I'll let her know. Thank you.
I saw her. See ya.
Thank,
That was a good
thank.
one. That was a good one. All right. I see some people in the waiting room. Looks like I have a question. Are you driving or yeah, you're driving. I can see that movement. I'm gonna go to Sean. Sean. Oh, wait. I have a question. He's pulling over. He's pointing. He's got his thumb up. He knows the routine around here. Oh, where did he go? Uh-oh. Sean. Oh no. I have a question. I'll come back to you. I'm gonna oh here he is. Okay. I think you pull over.
Yeah, I pull over.
Okay. All right, we'll go to
Hello, sir.
Sean
How are you?
next. How you doing?
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, so this is my second time on the show. Okay. Okay, I parked. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, so this is my second time on the show. So I had a problem before. Like, so I get married in 2021 with a US citizen, and she already been married before me, and
Yeah.
she sponsored him. He get the green card, 10 years. So after we get married, we file I-130 and for 85, and then after that, they send us request for evidence. They want like sponsorship because they said like I need 3 years of good income. No, my wife. So, and then we respond, and then after that they give us interview, and I call you that time, and you told me that they're gonna be hard on me. They're gonna ask me a lot of questions. So we prepared and we went there. But when we were there, I was a little bit surprised because the officer, he was very kind and didn't ask a lot of questions. He just asked me. He just start asking me about my asylum, when I did came, and everything about my asylum, and then I respond to him, and then he told me, okay, you need to go outside. And I said, okay, this is gonna be stock interview. So I waited there for like 20 minutes, and then the officer, he came to me and he told me, okay, come. And then he continued. My wife, she was like with us, and he continued. Okay, he will ask
Did
one
you say
question.
did you say 3 minutes or 30 minutes?
20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes.
He was
And
with your
then
wife by himself for 20 minutes or
yes,
30
yes,
minutes.
yes, and my lawyer also. And then he told me, okay. So he asked another question. So how did you get meet? How do you love each other? This kind of question. And then he said, okay, we're done. I was like a little bit confused because I was thinking he gonna do stock interview. So, and then on the way back, something weird happened. Something weird happened. So what happened exactly? The officer, he said he gets a letter from my wife she's saying that she didn't want to sponsor me, and like I don't love her or something like that. And my wife, she
Hold on,
denied it.
hold on. He's saying she got a letter like her like.
No,
I'm sorry. He's saying he got that letter in the mail, or she wrote it out while he was meeting with her separately.
no. This is my wife. She's the one who told me that. The officer, he didn't tell me anything about it. Like on the way
Mm.
back, because when we finished the interview, my wife, he told me, "Hey, how about the question that you asked me? Is gonna affect us?" And I was like a little bit surprised. So when we went outside, I told, "What happened?" She told me, "You know what happened?" I said, "Yes." Said he showed me a letter from someone who pretend that is me, and he's saying that he don't want to sponsor you for this green card, something like that. And I said, "Who gonna do that?" She said, "I don't know. I didn't do it." She said that she didn't do it, and I was like a little bit confused. So we had the interview on November 31. Until now, I didn't receive anything from USCIS.
Okay, first question: were you in status or out of status when you married your wife?
I had asylum.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that which field office was this?
Um, Arlington, Virginia.
Arlington, Virginia. So you and your wife went to your
Hmm.
green card interview, and you
Hmm.
said she has sponsored someone before in the past, and that person has their green
Yes.
card,
Hmm.
and that during you've only had one green card interview, right? You've only gone to the
Yes.
office
Yes.
one time, and
Yes.
at first the officer asked you some questions,
Hmm.
and then he met with what did your lawyer say? Your lawyer was in there with her. What did your
Okay.
lawyer say?
Okay. This is a good question. So I called my lawyer and I told him when we were outside, I said, "What happened?" He told me nothing happened. I was like a little bit confused because I told him, "Can you tell me what happened exactly?" Nothing. He told me.
You went on mute there for a minute. Oh, there you go. Yep, you're still on mute. You're on mute.
You
Try it
hear me?
again.
You
Yeah.
hear me now? Okay. Yeah.
All right. So,
So
okay.
a little bit confusing, leaving me like I'm confused. I don't know. Like you, when I called my lawyer twice, he told me the same time.
So, okay. So then your wife says, "Are we? Let's talk about the weird thing that happened." And she said that. So your wife is claiming that during the interview, the officer pulled out a letter that the officer thought was from your wife that said, "Hey, I don't want to sponsor this dude anymore. I want
Hmm.
out from this case. He doesn't love me. He just married me to get a green card."
Hmm.
And that she says she did not send that letter. That letter was
Yes.
sent by somebody else.
Yes. And I don't know anyone here in America. And I was like, I don't know, like we good, we don't have any problem, me and my wife. So that's why I was like a little bit confused. I don't know anyone who can do that. And the officer, he was so kind. He didn't ask us anything about the marriage, nothing. Just he asked because we had a lot
Because,
of.
but do you know what? Do you know why that is?
Yeah.
Do you know why that is? Because he already knows he has enough to deny it. That's why.
Oh.
So, I mean, here's what I would do if I were you, like today. So, you should get on the website for USCIS and
Hmm.
ask for a complete copy of your file. You need to see that letter
Oh.
because
So,
we don't know what it says. Only USCIS knows what it says. So I would do a G639, and ask for my complete immigration file.
hmm.
You might get the letter, you might not, but you got to try.
Okay.
So it sounds like your wife got mad at you at some point and tried to withdraw the case, and now she's saying it wasn't her.
And even my wife, I told her. So what he told you? He told me nothing. It's not because you deny it, so it's not gonna affect your case. This is my wife.
In theory, that's true. In theory, that's true. But we have a situation where she's already sponsored someone before, so there's
Okay.
lots of problems with this case.
Okay. So what do you think is gonna be the problem? Or what I should do?
I think you should ask for the complete copy of your file and then call me off. Send me an email offline and we can talk about it.
Okay, no problem. I will definitely
All right.
do.
Okay. Bye. Well, that's something I haven't heard before. We certainly heard of the letter, the angry letter from the spouse, but we've never heard of the spouse denying that it was theirs, that somebody else sent it. That's something else. Wow. All right. Sean is here. Hello, Sean.
Morning, Mr. Jim. How are you?
I'm good, Sean. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. I have like a very simple question for you. So, applied for a green card for the spouse who is in Canada on a permanent resident, but he is an Indian citizen, has an Indian passport, but is living in Canada as a permanent resident there. So the case status has been applied in the October last week. So the case status shows like it's in what do you call it? It's in the standard statement. It is in progress, so you don't need anything at this point of time. So when you go to like the case history and get more details, it says like it takes another 2 weeks to take a decision on your case. So what exactly is the interpretation based on that?
Are you talking about USCIS or the embassy?
The USC, no, it is on the USCIS website. We're still in the I-130 stage.
When was the I-130 filed?
October 20th, 2023.
Oh, dude, you're way too early to be worrying about that. Don't worry about that online portal. I just made a TikTok this morning about that online portal is always wrong. Your case is only 2 months old.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to worry about.
Okay, how long it takes, right?
A year.
A year?
Yeah.
Every center is the same?
I'm sorry?
Every center is the same, every service center. It went to like Vermont Service Center.
I'm saying on average. On average.
Oh.
I don't play the game of guessing how fast service centers are. I don't play the game of looking at processing times. It's a complete waste of time.
Is there any way you can help like in expediting the case?
It's 3 months old. There's nothing to expedite. Why should it be expedited? Why should that case go ahead of anybody else?
Oh, okay. Okay. So any recommendation, any suggestion?
Yeah, chill out, go do something fun, work on making your case better, and don't check the online portal every day.
Okay. Not every day at least.
Bye, Sean.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So this is great. I'm sitting here waiting for my flight, and my flight got delayed. Am I getting mad? Am I yelling? Am I clicking on Delta? Well, actually, I am clicking on Delta. So I get it. I get it. But this is a 3-hour window. If you click like that cat on the meme for a year, you're gonna drive yourself nuts. So don't do that. Yeah, Nurse Star said, I think Sean might not have seen this show before. AOB is here. Hello, AOB. You're on mute.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, boss. How you doing?
Doing good. I see you're running after your flight, but yeah, you just
I didn't miss it. It was the wrong flight. It was the wrong flight.
oh my god.
Because like people call the show all the time and they're walking with their phone. That was like me, but I'm on my laptop. Yeah, I look like a fool.
Yeah. So my question is, I got a student who went to the visa interview on December 20th after being DQ for 3 years, and after the interview, they give him a 221G form. Without anything marked on it. Actually, they did not tell him about any additional document to provide, and since then, no word from them, nothing. I tried several times to reach out the embassy to know exactly what they need, but unfortunately, I'm not being able to get any correct contact, to the embassy. So now, and they do have his passport as well. So I don't know if there's anything that we need to do, or if we just have to sit tight and
Which embassy?
Dakar, Senegal.
How long ago was the 221G issued? How long ago was that?
Just after the interview on December 20th
But what?
this last year.
So
Just
not
a
even a
month.
month.
Not yet.
Yeah. So I would wait. I would wait another 2 months. If something's not happening by then, call me back and we can sue them.
Okay, and also on the SIAC website, after the interview, like few days after the interview, they updated. They request for a form 864 EZ, even though, like I said, they were approved all the document before.
Yeah, but the embassy has the right to do that. Sometimes
Okay.
they catch things that NBC doesn't catch.
Yeah, but the thing is, I correct that because that was the wrong form they requested, the EZ, because the mom is she's self-employed. So, which is the easy, I think, is for I don't know how they call it, but yeah, it wasn't the right form for her, and I correct the right form and I uploaded with the tax transcript of the mom, and I submitted back. So now I don't know if that's because I wonder if that's coming from the embassy or if it's coming from the NVC again. So that's why.
I think you're just chilling.
Okay. Even though he went he went with all the document, because they also requested to upload. I mean, to upload a new 864, a new affidavit support, like a recent one. Even after him being qualified for, I mean, on DQ for 3 years, they request for a new one.
Because they're dickheads.
Yeah. No
All right,
problem.
keep us posted, AOB. See you, buddy.
Sounds good. I will. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. Let's talk to Stefan. How you doing?
Mr. Thomas, I want to take a call, sorry.
Hello?
Do you get me?
Oh, we're going out in the hallway. I sort
I'm
of liked
very
it
sorry.
inside. It was nice.
Yeah,
It was nice
I'm
and warm
sorry.
inside. Now it's cold out here.
I'm sorry for your delay.
It's okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's okay. It's all good.
So, this is my
So go ahead.
question. I am an immediate relative of a US citizen. That's my mom. She has been here for almost 10 years now. So, on June 09, 2022, I concurrently filed for my for the I-130 and I-485. So
How old
since
were you?
then,
How old were you on that day?
I was 19. Now I'm 20, and I will get 21 on August 30, 2023.
Okay.
So up to now, USCIS has not given me an answer. My case has been 16 months now with the USCIS, and I'm trying to get what's the high time to like file mandamus, because I think that that's too much.
What was your status at the time that you filed?
I entered the US with as a derivative asylum, but by that time, when my mom got her citizenship, she did not know that if take she takes citizenship without us adjusting our status, we will not be able to adjust our status. So I got luck because I was under 21. That's how I was able to file to adjust status that way. Because my mom was an asylee, so we enter as a derivative, but we could not adjust our status as derivative asylum because she took citizenship. So what we did, I concurrently file 130 and 185 since I was under 21 years. up to now, I had no response from USCIS, and it's I think I don't know what's wrong with that.
Are you are you um so you entered on an I-730?
Yes, I filed I yes I-730.
And
That's right.
when you filed for your green card, did a lawyer file this case or did you file it without a lawyer?
Without a lawyer.
Okay, that's crazy because what you're trying to pull off is very, very hard. And I think that you need a lawyer to go over everything to make sure you did it right. I don't know if you did it right or not. I'm worried that you didn't do everything correctly. I need to see the timeline. I need to see everything to look everything over. I don't know if how old were you when your mom became a citizen?
Mm, she's my stepmother, so I was 17 by then.
Okay, so there's no way that I can answer your questions on this show. It's way too complicated. What you're talking about, and you entered separately from your stepmom, or you entered with your stepmom?
Sorry?
Your stepmom came to the United States first without you, right?
Yes, that's right.
All right. So you're talking about a situation where someone enters the United States, applies for asylum, they get asylum, they have kids, stepchildren, they get I-730s approved for those stepchildren. Then the mom becomes a citizen before she gets green cards for the kids, which is a big problem.
That's
And
right.
and um, they do all this. They do then they file for a green card, but without a lawyer. That's insane. That's insane. This is like one of the most complicated immigration kind of cases that there are. The idea that you guys are going to pull this off without a lawyer, to me, is crazy. And I don't know if you might already be a citizen. You might not be eligible to adjust. You might be eligible to adjust. And also, your clock is ticking because you're getting close to 21.
So actually, what should I do? Because that's the real issue. The thing is, I'm getting close to 21, and I'm trying to find out what to do before I get 21. Like, should I file another? Even if they have should I file
You
another
shouldn't file.
case?
You shouldn't file anything. You should talk to a lawyer and have them figure out if you're eligible to adjust your status and if you've done everything correctly. Whether that's me or not, I don't care. But the idea that you're going to figure this out when I know it would be hard for me to figure out, and I'm a lawyer, the idea that you're going to figure this out on your own correctly, I just think is crazy. It's crazy talk. It's like going to it's like doing surgery on your own leg. It's insane.
I also heard about the non-proton, this thing.
Yeah, you might need a non-proton. That's exactly right. You might need a non-proton. Exactly right. That's probably what needs to happen, and that's probably why your case is sitting. The ones that we've had on that fact pattern of coming on the 730, that's non-proton almost every time, and that's really hard to get done. So if you want our help, email me. Otherwise, I think this is just crazy. Okay.
All right, I will do that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks, man. All right. See you, buddy. All right, boy. Dudes and dudettes, there's some things you can handle on your own. Renewing your I-90, maybe removal of conditions if you got a real simple case. Maybe getting a green card, but getting a green card based on a 730 when your stepmom, who's not even your mom, already naturalized, that's crazy to me. Everybody's telling old Stefan to get on Match.com. He doesn't need to get on Match.com. He probably has a path to get here, right? He probably has a path to a green card and citizenship. And of course, we only get on Match because we're looking for love, not green cards. Vikas is here. Hello, Vikas.
Hello. I was just waiting to connect to you. It's almost a week, maybe more than a week. I really need your
Well, here
help.
I am. Okay.
So, my fiance lives in California and he applied for the K1. And I'm from India. And thing was so hard. We did everything what we can do. The processing time was too long. We almost wait more than 2 years, and in the end, Delhi embassy, they didn't do anything. And last December, he told me they refused, or even I didn't get any emails. They didn't set up my interview, nothing. And lawyer just told him on a call, it's got denied, and I don't know the reason why. So what we can do
Okay.
now, and why they denied our case, I don't know.
Tell me about your fiance. Were they born in America?
Yes, he is US
Are they
citizen.
are they older than you?
Yes, this is the one thing you can say.
Oh, the one thing. Like I surprised you with the one thing. You knew exactly what the one thing was. What's the age gap?
Yes,
How much of
we
an age
have.
gap? How old are they?
God, go. People cannot believe, but it's true. He's almost my dad, 60.
So how old are you? I want the number. Let's hear it. What's the number?
He's almost 60, and I'm 30.
Okay. So you called me up and you left out that tidbit. You left that out. You made me guess that was the age, right?
Yeah,
Right.
we had a lawyers, and I told him, his name Michael. They are very good lawyer, but in the end, they couldn't handle our case. Even I said to them, it's hard to deal with Delhi embassy. It is not like other countries' embassy. It's hard to deal with them. And they gave us like a confidence or something. We can do this. We have best lawyers. We had everything. But in the end, they didn't do anything for us. Even I talked to him, but we don't know what we can do now.
So let's back up. So how did you meet your fiance in the first place?
Oh God. It was a long story. I met him on Facebook.
Okay. And how many times did you meet face to face before
We
he filed the fiance case?
uh, he visited here, and we spent almost 2 months together.
And then he went back to America and applied for you.
Yeah.
Has he ever applied for somebody else before?
No, he never did.
So here's where you got screwed. So if you had come to me and said, Jim, I have a fiance. He's an American citizen. He's 30 years older than me, and I live in India, and I have to get this fiance case approved. What are the chances? What are the chances of success? What do you think the chances of success were? I would have said 10%. I wouldn't have
Yes,
said,
what I said to them, the lawyers, and they
yeah,
didn't listen me. They said, we are the best lawyer. We can handle all those things. Even they suggest him to apply the K1. I said, don't do it. We have another options. We can go for it. Don't apply K1. I don't know why they decided it. And right now, I cannot apply for a tourist visa. I cannot apply
no,
B1, B2.
no,
I don't have
student.
options now.
So the usual response to a refused fiance case is for the fiancés to get married and file an I-130. That's the usual response. And we've had age gaps of more than 30 years in our office. We have,
Yes.
and I also think that the embassies and the USCIS are more willing to have age gaps for same-sex couples than heterosexual couples, for what that's worth. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I think. So we had a 39-year-old marriage-based same-sex male case that we got approved. That's our biggest gap ever in the office, 39 years. Um, so if your spouse comes and marries you and files an I-130 petition for you, I still think you're at about 10%. The one thing I would think about
Oh,
is there a way
10%.
that Vicus go live somewhere else? Can you get a work visa to go live in some other country for a year and
Yes,
then
what I
try to
was
get the case
thinking,
pointed
but I
pointed
need
there?
help.
I think you got to get out of India.
No, never. But I thought it was a good thing to do it. Even I asked him, even I talked to my fiance, and he said, I think it could be work.
Well, so here's the other thing. So I told you 10%, and you said to the lawyers, I only think 10%. But then the lawyer said, "Oh no, we're great lawyers." You already knew
Yes, we
10%.
can do.
You let them tell you what they thought you wanted to hear.
I don't know why my fiance wasted too much time, money, and everything. He puts
Yeah,
everything for me, only for
yeah.
me, not for them or other people. He loves me
Well,
unconditionally, but I love him more
why
than
don't
he
you
does to me.
why don't you send an email to me and to him, your fiance, and then we can talk
I
about it.
sent you an email. I sent you an email
Okay.
on
Okay.
your
I'll have
email
Huli
ID.
track it down for me. Okay. Thanks, Vikas.
We really need help.
Okay. Well, I'll follow up.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye, Vikas. Yep, for sure. I definitely think some embassies are more willing to listen to same-sex relationships than others, and I don't know that India is one where it's really. I think if you could get to Europe somehow, that would really make things a little bit easier. Now, listen, we're well over our time. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go another 20 minutes. Huli, is that okay with you? He says yes. All right, all right. Ahmed is here. Hello, Ahmed. Ahmed, are you with us? I'm checking
hello,
Delta.
hello.
Checking.
Uh,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
hello.
buddy.
Can you hear me? Yes.
I hear you just fine.
Yeah, I have a question here. So I filed for I-140 the first time for NIW and I got denied. So I filed an appeal I-290B, and
Why?
then,
Why did you file an appeal?
well, I thought I have a chance because also I got later approved for I-140. They said I didn't file on timely manner, so they didn't look at even the appeal. So can I request a refund from USAS for not filing
No.
on time?
I mean, you can, but you'll spend the next 3 years of your life. And so okay. So you got an I-140 denied. You filed the appeal late, and then they cashed the check for the appeal, but then they said it was untimely.
Correct.
I suppose you could maybe make an argument. I don't think there's anybody who's going to listen to you, and I think you'd be better off figuring out a way. How do I make $700 back, or how do I file a new I-140?
I
Appeals.
already filed new I-140 with premium processing and it got approved. But I was just thinking about if there is a way I can get refund for the I will not. I didn't even find a way to connect to contact them.
There's no refund department at USCIS. There's no one sitting around waiting to send the money back to Ahmed. So I think just move on. Be glad that you got your I-140. Be glad you got your I-140 approved the second time.
If I requested a refund, will that affect the new application?
No.
Okay. Okay, that's all.
Bye, Ahmed.
Thank you.
See you, buddy. Yu Yin says Jim's going into overtime during the playoff season. That's true, but it's only because you said, can we do a longer show since my flight got delayed? I thought that was a good idea. What time is it? Yeah, so we'll go till like 11:30, and then I'll see what's up. Cooley, someone's asking for the link to the waiting room. Ron Vijay is back. What's up, Ron Vijay?
Hey Jim, how are you?
Good.
So, question. Just needed some clarification. So, if I find my I-765 along the 485, will it be processed before my final action date? Because
Yeah, I don't know. I would think so. Yeah. No, yeah, it will for sure. If the date becomes eligible and you can file, once you get it on file, that's one of the benefits of getting the priority date becoming current is that you can get your work card. Sure.
Okay, so I don't have to depend on the final action date becoming current, and then they give me the PAD and all that stuff, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Hey, buddy, you got it. All right. The waiting room is open. Amir is here. Hello, Amir.
Hi. So thank you. It was quick. I was gonna write down my questions.
Oh, it's okay.
Thank you. Yeah, my question is okay. Let me begin from the very beginning. In 2022, I applied for ESTA, and then it was denied automatically. 1 month after I went to embassy, I applied for tourist visa. It was denied under section 214G because there was some document missing. And so the reason that I applied for ESTA and the reason that I applied for tourist visa was because I really wanted to go to US for an international festival, music festival, which was EDC. And I mentioned it because when you are applying ESTA or when you are applying visa, you have to explain, you have to reason why you apply for it. So I have visa, I have ESTA Daniel, I have tourist visa Daniel, and very very coincidentally. In the beginning of 2022, I was a member of a Facebook group. There was an American girl, and yeah, we were just talking. And I wanted to go to America to party, to rave. I was like, if you can join, it's okay. So it didn't happen. But very very coincidentally, in 2022, in February, after my ESTA Daniel and after my visa Daniel, I went to Mexico and I met her. And yeah, we started dating. We fell for each other. We fell in love, and everything went well. We met each other multiple times in Canada, in Mexico. She came here. I went to Mexico. And then
Where are you, Amir?
I'm sorry.
Where are you?
I'm in the Netherlands. But I'm from Iranian descent. I was born and raised there, but I was around 20 when I fled the country, when I left the country. I don't have Iranian nationality. I don't have Iranian passport. I'm Dutch citizen. I'm European citizen. So far, and also in 2022, in October, so in the same year, we were in Canada and we were in Niagara. We just crossed the bridge. And I went to the CBP officer and I asked them, I have ESTA Daniel, and I have read and I have heard from people, when you are entering USA by land, you don't need ESTA or visa. And they were like, oh, okay, you are too late because rules have been changed per October 2022. You must have visa or ESTA. So they have denied at the port of entry. So I have ESTA Daniel, I have tourist visa Daniel in the same also port of entry. Yeah, the last time at the port of entry, I was with her. Of course, they interviewed me. Who is she? How do we know each other? I told them everything. But I was aware. Okay, they are gonna write down everything. They are gonna document. No problem. And the reason of Daniel at the port of entry, they didn't really say, but they said we sent you back to Canada because you have ESTA Daniel. And I told them about the visa that is pending in the Netherlands, the tourist visa.
But you had no right to come into but you had no right to come in the United States. That was really dumb.
Yeah.
You had no way.
Well,
you had no way to come in.
Yeah. So, but the thing was at the port of entry in Canada, and I just went to the officer and I told him, and he was like, "We are just gonna look into it." And then he put my passport, a passport of my girlfriend, which is now my wife. So, and then they sent us to another department, and then I was being interviewed again, and I have been interviewed 3 times, and yeah. All the same stories, all the same questions. Why are you here? What are you doing? Who is she? These things. So yeah, I have 3 Daniels, but in 2023, so last year we got married. Coming February next month will be 1 year. We have filed I-1 130. Yeah, this is a story. Do you think we know nothing happened? We are still waiting for the approval. Yeah. What do you make of it? I know it sounds like, but it was very confident.
I think you've done a lot of dumb things. I think they're going to hold it. They're going to think that you had a girlfriend before you applied for ESTA, that she was your girlfriend before you applied for your visit visa. The stunt of coming to the border and trying to get admitted, that was the dumbest thing I ever heard. So this is a lot of mistakes, and we can't forget, you are Iranian. In their mind, you are Iranian. Today, you're Iranian every day of your life. Whether you're a Dutch citizen or not, they don't care. You're Iranian. So you
exactly.
handed them you have a long history of trying to get it's to them. What this sounds like is somebody who's really, 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 really desperate to get into the United States, and those are the people that they don't like to give visas to. So I think they'll approve. I think USCIS will approve the visa, whether the embassy ever gives you. USCIS will approve the I-130. Whether the embassy ever gives you a visa, I'm not so sure. I think they might not.
Okay, you mean can they deny the whole case based on these things?
Yes.
Okay.
And they don't have to tell you why. They just deny it. They don't have to give you a reason.
Okay. Well, what can we do? What can we expect? Or any?
Well, for now, just sit tight. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, it all just goes through. Hopefully, because you're in the Netherlands, things are easier. But stop trying to come to the United States. Stop applying for shit. Stop applying for visas. Stop trying to get here.
No.
Just
No.
Let your wife's case work its way out, and then we'll talk later.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That was my. Okay. So we just have to wait, and we just have to follow the steps
and see what happens.
Okay. Well,
thanks.
Yeah, this is what I thought. Okay, thank you for the time. I know you know.
Whenever they smell that sense of desperation of people who really want to come to the United States, that's who they don't give the visa to. That would be a good video. Asraf is next. Hello, Asraf.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Actually, my question is, my sister, she applied for my brothers 8 years ago in the F4 category. Now she does not want to bring them in. She might change her mind later. So I will become a citizen soon. So if I apply for my brothers, will their previous application by my sister will be cancelled or not? Or should I apply for my brother?
It won't be canceled, but you won't be able to use that date or anything. That's her case.
So what do you think? What is the better idea? Should I apply for them or not? Actually, my sister doesn't want to bring them in.
If you don't think she's going to change her mind, I would apply for them. Yes.
Okay. So my another question is, among my two brothers, one my older brother, he is kind of sick. Also, he is unmarried, so he can listen but he cannot speak. So my mother is a green card holder. Can she? I mean, should I apply? Should my mother apply for him in F2B category?
Why wouldn't she?
Okay, so can she expedite the case for my brother since he is sick?
No.
Okay, yeah,
nope.
That's all. Thank you.
Bye, Ashraf. See ya. Yep. Toli's here. Hello, Toli. I can't hear you. Mm-mm. I heard that when you put it in the. I heard it when you put it in the.
Oh.
Try one more time. Hit the button one more time. You're still on mute.
Oh, no.
Right now.
No.
There you go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. How are you,
okay.
Tim? I have a
I'm
question. Recently was approved by EB-3 case with my wife. She was the principal. I was like a husband, and we got our green cards. But the employee, at the moment when we applied, like in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, at that point, COVID-19 happened, and it was a restaurant business. It closed, and we had a contract with actually the company, who's still actually alive, but the restaurant is closed, and they still didn't open any other positions. And I don't know how miraculously this case went through, because while our case was processing, I-140 had RFE, and one of the questions was regarding the address. And our attorney explained everything and said the restaurant currently doesn't have this position, it's closed, but they are working on a new position. And somehow, I don't know, they approved this case after like 3 years of this visa bulletin and everything. The I-140 was approved last year, and at the end of last year, we approved our I-485 also was approved. And
Did you
now
have an
we're
interview?
still waiting.
Interview on the 45 or no?
No, it wasn't an interview. Yeah.
And
So
did you file a 485J with a new employer, or did you just go with the original employer?
original employer, we didn't do any changes. We were still waiting. We explained everything in the letter, like we waiting for the employee when he will be able to provide new position or new opening. And he's still. So the thing is, this new employee, our employee had. It all went through our attorney. Attorney has list of companies who he is working with, and this like a contract have three sides: us, my wife, the attorney, and that company. So we actually never meet the employee. Never actually even spoke with the employee. All our communications go through attorney. We talk with him, and he says that they still cannot recover fully after this COVID-19, and they're working on a new restaurant which will be open this year in the summertime.
Okay.
But
Okay.
so our concern is we have a green card, but she still didn't start working on her company. So what is their consequences? What we can do, because we are planning in the future also apply for the citizenship, and we know it's all related.
Sounds like the lawyer might have been playing some games. I don't know for sure. It sounds pretty shady to me.
I mean, yeah, we went there, we saw him. There is maybe some, but we couldn't we couldn't push further. We couldn't because
Do you have a copy of your whole immigration file?
like for FOIA, that thing, the when you
Well,
like
just
freedom of.
do you have? Yeah. Do you have everything that's been filed? Do you have
We
a
have
copy of your
some, yeah. We have
45?
we have files, yeah.
If you want me to look at it, I will. But do I think it's safe to apply for citizenship? I don't know. It sounds risky to me.
I mean, it's too early. Yeah, I'm just looking in the
Yeah.
future.
But assuming it was today, assuming that today was the first day you're eligible, I would tell you, based on what you've told me so far, I'm worried for you and your wife.
What is the let's say despite everything, we will apply, and does it will be any risk for our green card also in the future?
Of course. If somebody was playing games, if somebody got a green card they weren't supposed to, then they can lose their green card and get deported. Of course. This is what I say all the time. I'll say it now because I haven't said it on the show in a while. Citizenship is their last chance to deport you. So when people apply for citizenship all the time now, they go back to when they came on their non-immigrant visas. They look at stuff from 10 years ago. So absolutely, yes, absolutely, you could lose your citizenship and get your green card taken away.
Yeah, but it all wasn't intentional. We didn't play a game. We just followed the rules.
Intent doesn't mean anything. And if you got a lawyer that's a criminal, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he has a lot of cases. It's probably one of his weak sides, because probably he could not keep up with it, like all these cases and people, and even today he's still accepting more and more and more. Yeah,
it sounds like so I think, I mean, one thing you might want to do is talk to the employer. So your wife has never worked for this employer?
No.
Yeah, dude, that's completely fucked up.
I know. Yeah, so my wife actually sent email you while she had this RPE for I-140 and explained everything, and you said her case will be denied. And I don't know, miraculously, we were
shows what I know.
Yeah,
shows what I know. All right, thanks, Toli.
So now, what is our option to contact the employee? And I mean, we don't have any contacts with him. We know the company name. We never had any possibility to talk with. Can we do it?
Strange.
Can we do it?
Well, I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to. They might not even know. They might not even.
The attorney told us last time when we had a Zoom meeting. He said he will provide us a letter that they asking for 6 months postponed starting this job, since they still don't have this openings. Is after this COVID-19 and everything, the company is still recovering. And does that will be enough?
I think this is all bullshit. I think it's all bullshit.
All right.
I think the lawyer's running the scam. All right, I gotta go, Toli.
Do I need to send to you all our files? You said.
If you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, I'll look at it. I'd be very interested.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Toli.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. That'll do it. We went a full hour after my running over to the plane over there. I'll be hanging out here at the airport. I'm going to try to get some work done. Next show is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, assuming my flights all work and everything. All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for coming back, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Laura, for keeping the comments on track. Bye, guys.